In chapter 2872, the intertwining lives of Kiera, Julian, and their respective families are showcased through a series of thoughtful gestures, unspoken concerns, and surprising visits. The chapter opens with Julian and Kiera returning home after an evening out, laden with bags of new clothes Kiera had picked out for Julian. Kendrick notices the abundance of purchases and remarks on it, while internally questioning the true nature of Julian and Kiara's relationship. Despite their apparent closeness, Kendrick wonders if Kiara still views Julian as merely a friend. Mrs. Karen welcomes them with freshly cut fruit, inviting everyone to share in the simple pleasure of a family gathering. Julian, eager to show off the new clothes Kiara selected, sits down with her brothers and proudly displays each item. His happiness is palpable, and Kiara's brothers praise her excellent taste and choice of warm, stylish clothes for Julian. This familial interaction, filled with warmth and acceptance, hints at a growing bond between Julian and Kiara, though Kiara herself retreats upstairs, embarrassed by her visible blush and the attention on her actions. Julian's elation over the clothes and the care Kiara showed in picking them highlights his deepening feelings for her. He realizes the joy of receiving thoughtful gifts from a loved one, a sentiment he shares with his friends who experience similar happiness in their relationships. Despite the light-hearted atmosphere, the underlying concerns of Kiara's family remain. Kendrick and Mr. Karen have quietly booked a flight to Wilspoon, intending to investigate the Buckle family and understand the nature of Julian's supposed illness. They prefer this discreet approach over directly questioning Julian, fearing he might not disclose everything truthfully. The following morning, while Kiara and Julian are still dreaming, Kendrick and Mr. Karen head to the airport, embarking on their covert mission. Julian's dream, where he is about to kiss Kiara, underscores his growing affection and desire for her, even as he remains unaware of the Karen's plans. Shortly after Mr. Karen and Kendrick depart, Julian's parents, Mr. and Mrs. Buckham, arrive at the Karen household. They approach cautiously, aiming to make a good impression on their potential in laws. Understanding the potential cultural and social gap, they bring modest yet heartfelt gifts, including sweet potatoes, taro, pickled taro sprouts, and other homemade produce. These gifts, though not expensive, reflect their down to earth nature and genuine effort to connect with the Karens on a personal level. The Buckums arrive early, finding that Karen House is still closed and the streets relatively empty due to the cold. This early visit, intended to show earnestness and respect, instead highlights the Buckums' anxiety and eagerness to integrate their family with the Karens. Their thoughtful gesture of bringing homemade and local produce indicates a desire to bridge any gaps and foster a genuine, heartfelt relationship with their future in laws.